guys! Good to see you again, or at least you're seeing me on the screen. I hope you guys will like this dark mermaid look. I will warn you though, this look was all over the place. I had no plan, no ideas, so I just did what came to mind and this is what happened. Let me know if you like this video by giving it a likey, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see my face on your screen more often. So let's start! I'm starting off by using Mehron's white face paint, which is the best face paint ever. Never going back to those other face paints again. I'm using a sponge to stipple it on my face, but like I said, I had no plan to this look, so I saw that the face paint was way too white, way too clownish, so I removed almost everything and kept this little shape over my eyes and going to my forehead. I also blocked my brows for this look to give it more of an alien type of look. I'm going in with foundation for the rest of my skin to even it out and get rid of the redness. And I'm blending that in with my trusty beauty blender. And for this look I'm going to be using these brushes from 6+ Cosmetics. Thank you so much 6+ Cosmetics for giving them to me. They're soft and they're amazing. Next up I'm going to be using this pigment from Lyncacare Cosmetics to use it around my eyes for the dark effect. I'm using a fluffy brush for this, applying it underneath my eye, and I'm dragging that towards that white shape that we have above the eye, making sure to blend it out really softly and smoothly. I'm going in with a blue pigment along my cheekbones to contour, and I'm blending that out, bringing the blue a little bit up, connecting it to the grey shape, and contouring my nose. Next up I'm going in with my black face paint from Mehron makeup again, which is again amazing. And I'm drawing these shapes on my forehead and I'm filling them in. Creating the other shapes with a smaller brush to get a more precise effect. And I'm also recreating this pattern on my chin. Doing a bit along the contour line just to get everything, like the whole pattern, together. I'm using a big fluffy brush and a Lyncacare eyeshadow again to create a darker, softer look and blend it all together. I'm gonna use a detailing brush and white face paint again to create some dots along those lines on top of my contour line to get a more mermaidish vibe. And I tried to use the stock method here, applying eyeshadow on top of your stockings and then have this mermaid pattern, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm going to show you guys anyway so you can see my process and my mistakes. Priming the eyeballs for the eyeshadows and blending it out. And for my eyeballs I'm going to be using this NYX pigment in Gunmetal. Applying it on top of the eyelids with a flat top brush, patting it on and blending it out. Blending on top of face paint can be quite difficult, but just take your time for it and it'll end up fine. Adding another layer, and I mixed it with a little bit of black eyeshadow for the extra blackness. I'm going back in with a fluffy brush and underneath my contour line to create more of a shading. Going back in with a detailing brush and creating some dots or tears or whatever you want to call them. It's just a bunch of tiny circles on my face with the black face paint. Don't forget to line your waterline for an extra dark eye. Everything is dark in this look. I'm going in with my Grimace face paint. I'm going with this blue color and I'm going to be using that to create some dots between the black dots. And for my eyeballs, they look a little bit naked, so I decided to dress them up with some false lashes. So for my top lashes I'm going to be using these from TS Minklashes. And my bottom lashes are going to be these ones from Fancii Eyes. Oh my god, would you look at that? That's a huge difference. And for the lippies I'm going to be using this NYX Cosmic Metal Lippy, which is really cool, really soft and creamy. It's the perfect mermaid lipstick, I swear to god. Okay, so for the rest of my body I'm going to be using this flat top brush and the black face paint. You'll notice that I'm kind of disappearing in the background right now. Yeah, I haven't thought that through, but I'm using a dry brush effect to get more of a gradient and to get some dark vibes, you know what I mean? Okay. And I'm also emphasizing my collarbones and blending that out with the fluffy brush again. Okay, now because I'm a mermaid I'm gonna need to breathe, so I'm gonna have to create some gills on my neck. I'm doing this with a small brush again and the black face paint. I'm gonna create some depth by using a fluffy brush underneath it with the gunmetal eyeshadow again, and I'm blending that all out. So next I'm gonna be using Sleek's highlighter palette. This is the SOLSTICE palette, which is amazing. Sleek doesn't mess around when it comes to highlighters, so if you need a good highlighter, get this one. And I'm basically using that on top of my collarbones, cheekbones and my nose. And now for the rest of the body, I'm going to be using blue face paint on my upper arm. And I'm blending that all over the entire arm. And underneath that, so say from my elbow to my hand, I'm going to be using black face paint. And I'm blending the two colors together. And I'm also using the dry brushing technique underneath my armpits. I know it's a bit weird, but okay. I'm using a texture sponge to get some more texture on the rest of my body, get a more alien vibe. And I'm doing that with the black face paint again. And I'm also applying it on my jawline to get a cohesive look. And repeating the same steps this time again on my belly and on the sides of my belly. So here with a foundation brush, I'm creating the same pattern as I have on my forehead, but this time on the sides of my belly. And I'm filling it all in. And going in for a smaller brush to get some smaller stripes in between them. And again I'm going over that with the texture sponge, and I added some white dots in between the lines to get a whole cohesive look again. And I also made these little shells. And the last step is my contacts. These are from CAMOEYES again. There's a link in the description below that you can click, and I also have a promo code so you can save some money while you order them. So this is the complete look. I hope you liked it. I know it was this last minute for Halloween. I was so struggling with my time management this year. So I hope next year will be better. So I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!
Back from the dead.